What do you know? It's the Rigmarole, a totally improvised comedy show based on your suggestions. We take your suggestions and we turn it into 1 hour of funny, fun times. Mark, tell them about the bell.
When you hear that beautiful bell, you will know that we are changing ideas. We're going to take away one scene, bring on another, take away one set of characters, bring on another, and be aware we can play each other's characters. We're going to go forwards and backwards in time, and we are going to do it all thanks to your beautiful suggestions, live and improvised, all straight from our brains.
That's right. Rigmarole audience, thank you so much for tuning in. Now, let's have some adjectives and nouns, and we're going to come up with the title of this here episode. So, run them down. We got running.
Horse race.
Kentucky Derby. Hi, Julie. Hats. The tree hugger.
Tree hugger. Beautiful. Jubilant.
Winning. Great. Frog snot. That's sounds like an indie rock band. Feisty. Hello.
Spinning.
Spinning. Berry picker.
Bluntly.
Bluntly.
Adverb.
Oh, gosh.
Boy band.
And yak farmer.
Yak farmer. Rhyming. All right.
Itchy. Polite. Songwriter.
Songwriter.
These are great. Cameraman.
Black eye.
Shocking.
Shocking.
I like shocking. I don't know what that's going to be. Like shocking.
Oh, geez. Well, I was going to pick yak farmer, but now those are two suggestions. Those are two suggestions for the same person.
Oh.
No, that's fine.
Maybe the shocking horse race? What do you think?
No, let's just do it. The shocking yak farmer.
The shocking yak farmer. That's now the name of this here episode. What's it going to be? We don't know. We're going to make it up, and we're going to figure it out, and you're going to watch us have figured out as we go. Thank you for these awesome suggestions. Musical, ice swimmer, kind. All right. We also have for our next question for you, what is the best life hack? You guys know life hacks. You're big about hacking life. We know that you're into it. What is the best one? Shocking yak farmer. Teacher's hat.
That is a good life hack.
That's a good life hack. If you can get yourself into the teacher's pet pole position, you got it figured out. Whatever grade. Gratitude. Say thanks more. Best life hack. Yes. I'm on board with that.
I agree.
This is now branded content.
Branded
Hanging out with my cat.
Opening the banana from the other end.
Being the king.
Letting go.
Oh, family boss.
Becky Larson, hello. Relaxing.
Being loud. Big loud?
Keep it simple.
Keeping it simple. All right. What do you like, Mark?
What was it?
I should let you know that we are going to take these suggestions and weave them into the show. They will inspire characters, situations, scenarios, and the like. So look for your suggestions that we choose. Mark likes.
Let's go opening a banana from the other end.
Opening a banana from the other end. Good one. Okay. And for our third and final question for you, and then the quiz section of the show will be over. What is the last? Go ahead. Take it, Mark.
Splurge purchase you made. What is it? What is you said, hey, you know what? Probably don't need it, but let's just throw a bunch of money at it.
So splurge purchase, also known as the splurchase.
Just gonna dump all the money on it and say, let's see what happens.
This is what it's all about, people.
Just say, you know what? Let me fill that gaping hole in my soul with this purchase.
I splurged on a house.
Hey, fair enough.
Glock 27. Couldn't. That's a rare Glock. Nail clippers for my cat while you're hanging out with him.
A coffee mug? Yeah.
That's a splurge.
Kentucky Derby tickets?
Whoa, Nelly.
Trip to AZ.
Yeah. That trip to Arizona, that was good times. Socks?
Humidifier?
You treat yourself too well, Marie.
A shot mic for my Sony A6500. Oh, very specific.
So specific. We love specificity.
Oh yeah.
I like Kentucky Derby tickets.
Okay.
Yeah. Derby tickets. Okay, so those are our suggestions, and we thank you so much for these wonderful suggestions from our very awesome audience. Don't forget about floss picks and satin pillowcase. Won't gas from a Jeep.
All right. 2, remind you what our suggestions are. We've got opening a banana from the other end for the best life hack. We've got Kentucky Derby tickets for the most recent splurge purchase you made. And today's episode of the Rigmarole is entitled The Shocking Yak Farmer. Thomas?
Hey, Aunt Jessie. I was just calling Swigsta and Wooly. I haven't seen them since this morning's feeding, and I was getting a little worried about them.
Well, Thomas, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. If you're going to worry about those yaks, you're going to drive yourself crazy. A yak's got to do what a yak's got to do.
Right, but I'm the yak farmer. I'm the last yak farmer in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I can't be losing two of my best yaks.
Well, you know, Thomas, we all go through loss sometimes. I remember back when I was the #1 frog breeder in Kalamazoo. Oh, Hoppy and John Petterbrew both lost their lives in a sad frogging accident. I knew that I should never have put the boiling water in their enclosure. I knew it.
Kathy, it's me, John. I was just wondering if you had an extra cup of sugar I could borrow for my recipe chocolate chip cookies.
You're looking to borrow more sugar for your world-famous chocolate chip cookie recipe?
Yes, I'm looking to borrow more sugar for my chocolate chip cookie recipe. And what is this? What is this hot water that seems to be hanging from a bucket from the top of your rafters up in your house? It looks like I can't see in it, but I imagine it's a bucket of hot steaming water.
Well, it is. That's going to go in my frog enclosure very soon.
Ah, that's a little dangerous up there. Is the frog enclosure up in the rafters?
Well, yes. What kind of person would I be to just keep frogs in mid-home?
I'm
terribly sorry, but
that looks like it's going to tip over there. Oh no! Oh God!
My prized frogs. John, were you able to get any sugar? Were you able to get any sugar from our neighbor for your cookie? John, you came home. John, you came home, baby. John, John, wake up. John. Yes.
We're here today to remember my dad, John Winston.
And my husband.
Yeah. And this is my stepmom, Kathy. Many believe that she should have also died in the hot water accident, but she survived. But ever since they got married, he had suffered a series of accidents that were freakish in nature. And some people think that maybe my stepmom had something to do with it.
Some people also think that gold is high value.
Yeah, and some people think that a wife that never makes the bed is a terrible person and should be watched out for.
Well, some people think that since 1947 and the Women's Suffrage Act, equal rights have garnered us a place where beds being made is not a task of a wife, but a task to be shared amongst a loving family.
And some people think that the right to vote allowed the devil within women to run rampant and to create the type of scenario that we find ourselves in today.
1942. Well, all I'm saying is that if we give women the right to, the devil will run rampant. And I know none of you want that.
As the one woman here at this meeting, may I speak?
Well, I suppose so, Jezebel. Go ahead.
Thank you. And I'll have you know that Jezebel is a biblical name. And
yes, I'm very familiar with
I don't want to go. I don't want to go into the story of what all happened in the Bible with Jezebel, but let's just say she was a powerhouse, and she was not to be trifled with.
Well, I never trifled a day in my life.
That's not entirely true, Winston. I saw you trifling last Thursday right down Main Street.
I actually also witnessed this, Mr. Winston, and I call an order of business before we take the women's suffrage vote, where all these men get to vote with whether women get the right to vote. Seems very backwards to me. But I would like to remove the speaker of this meeting, Mr. Winston, and I put myself up for the leader of the City Council / Voting Society of America.
I too would like to then call an order of business in opposition to the order of business which you have just proposed. I find it devilish and also evil that a woman may try and call an order of business in what is clearly a man meeting.
Mr. Winston, can I have a private word with you can you just come here behind the curtain? I just want to have a private word with you.
All right, but understand that the curtain is not soundproof.
Come here.
Do not mess with me. I will get this vote. I will push it through. Women will have the right to vote. Do not mess with me.
Demons, come hither. I'll call you forth as your lord of the underworld. So I had a couple ideas, right? And things aren't going so great topside. There's a lot of religion. There's a lot of good being done, and we need to poke some holes in that. So I'm going to go around the room. Oh, if you have any ideas how we can make it more evil on the up there, up topside, as I like to call it, then go ahead and sound off. If you do not have a good idea, 1,000 Hitlers will eat ants out of your rectum.
Is that a punishment, or you're trying
to? 1,000 Hitlers will eat ants. Does that sound like a good time to you?
Well, I mean, hey,
Jason the Demon?
Well, they call it.
By the way, what? When we were picking names, you couldn't come up with something more demonish than Jason?
Well, no, check this out. It shortens to JD, and I'd say that's pretty demonish.
Oh, is it? Is it? Because that seems a little close to Jesus, the defender of the world, and
No.
a friend of mine.
No, that's JC. I'm JD.
It's a little. Anyway, you know what? This crop of demons, I gotta say, you guys are some of the worst in the millennia that I have ever seen.
Hey, well, it's all about being the worst, right? I mean,
not the worst good, not the worst good, the worst bad, ineffectual. Back 3,000 years ago, I had the best crop of demons. Oh my God. They came up with the guillotine. They came up with Black Plague. Okay. You guys didn't even come up with anything close to the Black Plague.
I came up with juicy fruit, a gum that loses flavor almost instantaneously.
This is what I'm talking about. No. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is not making. Yes, it makes the world slightly crappy, but it doesn't make it an evil. I'm looking for evil, juicy evil. Okay, so let's go in the room and let's have some juicy evil ideas that are going to make the world a terrible, horrible place. Jason?
I'd like to purchase this pack of juicy fruit.
Hey, Carl.
Hello, Tyreek. Please put it on my tab. I know you've been bothering me about my tab running high lately, but just know that I need this juicy fruit to get through the day.
Carl, we're not doing tabs no more.
Tyreek, I need the tab. If I don't get the tab, you understand? Do you understand if I don't go home with juicy fruit, my wife will beat me. Tyreek, my wife beats me.
For not bringing juicy fruit home?
She beats me incessantly. You have no idea, Tyreek. There's a spoon that sits on the counter, and when I come downstairs in the morning, she points to the spoon and she says, "Get to work." She points to the spoon, she says, "Get to work." And I start my daily chores. That's how life is.
Get to work. And I want juicy fruit when you come home.
Of course.
And I'm not going to give you any money. You're going to have to figure out how to get it with no money.
My tab is running very
No. Sim. Okay,
sweetheart.
You want the spoon?
No, sweetheart, no.
You want the spoon?
No, please. My legs are black and blue.
That's what I thought. Juicy fruit or it's curtains.
Of course, my dear.
Okay, Carl, I'll tell you what. I will buy this packet of juicy fruit for you. Here's a quarter. I'm putting it in the till.
Thank you.
And here's a juicy fruit. But listen, man, you got to get this whole situation figured out with your wife and the spoon. Look at your legs. Oh, God. Look at your legs.
I know. I can
Oh, God.
They're black and blue.
They got spoon welts all up and down them.
I know.
Oh, I can't barely look at your leg. Why you wear such short shorts? I feel like if my legs was all black and blue like that, I wear like trousers.
Well, I thought it would be suspicious if I wore long pants.
You thought it would be suspicious if you wore long pants?
Well, people would think I was hiding something. Just obviously.
Well, you would be.
Did you see Carl? He had long pants on, and I just feel like something's up. Something's up with Carl because he always wears like super short shorts, which I'm not against. I don't mind it. I don't mind it because I feel like men for too long have been wearing these big basketball shorts and they're so blousy and long, you know. It's like short shorts for men is like women getting the right to vote. You know, it's like been a long time coming, and it feels right.
I agree, Glasper. Well, that's why I'm knitting myself.
I've asked you many times. Can you call me Clisp? Can we just shorten it? You always got a good Clisper. And I don't like my granddaddy's name. I'm Clisp. I'm the fun Clisper. I'm Clisp.
No, you're right, Clasper.
Yeah.
I just sometimes.
I asked you so many times, Janata.
Well, you know, I actually prefer that you use my full name, Jonathansburg Dessler.
Jonathansburg Dessler. Okay, that's such a mouthful. I just can't. I don't have time, Jonathansburg Dessler. I don't got time for all that. I'm busy. Okay.
I understand, Clasp.
I gotta get me some Kentucky Derby tickets.
Well,
Okay. And by the way, are you on the Derby this year?
yeah,
Are you going to the Derby? Because I'm planning on being first in line when they start selling out tickets.
Well, that's what these shorts are being knit for, Clasp.
You're wearing knit shorts. You're wearing knit shorts to the Derby this year?
Well, it's very near summertime.
Welcome to the 2010 Kentucky Derby. And as the horses and jockeys take their places, we do have an announcement. In the third row on aisle 15, there's a man wearing knit shorts. Please identify yourself to the ushers, for that is forbidden at the Derby. Sir, can you come with us?
These are house-made.
You can't be wearing knit. You can't be wearing no knit shorts at the Derby. Okay.
They're knitted. I created them.
I can't, sir. I don't. You're disruptive. Sorry, everybody. We're just gonna come to the office. You gotta come to the office with me.
To the office?
You gotta come to the office with me. We gotta get you some real pants, or we're gonna have to throw you out of here.
Fine. I'll come to the office with you.
I'd just like to remind all our patrons at the Kentucky Derby, thank you for coming, and no knit shorts of any kind will be allowed inside the theater. For knit shorts, as we know, are the devil's work.
At the creation of the Kentucky Derby bylaws 34 years earlier.
Well, I have received a premonition from God in my sleep. There are a few rules we must abide by, and as such, I would like to list them to you, the General Kentucky Derby Board of Governors.
Yes. Here are the rules now, yeah.
So, in my sleep, I was blessed by one most important vision. No knit shorts. They are the devil's work. Aside from that, not much.
Satan, I have an idea of something that will make the world a terrible place.
Did you not see I'm doing the crossword?
I'm sorry, Satan. You were calling for ideas. I know that I'm not an official demon yet. I'm a demon apprentice, and I am sorry, but I have a really great idea.
I was asking for ideas for what is a 4-letter word that starts with W, that means locationally ambiguous?
What?
Could be.
Satan, can I share with you my idea? I know I'm merely a demon apprentice, but I think you're gonna like this one.
Please, it might jog my thoughts in a different way.
Are you familiar with short pants? They are all the rage up topside these days. Pants, but short to expose the leg.
Makes sense. Okay, yes.
Now, are you familiar with knit things? Sometimes it's pot holders, other times it's sweaters that grandmas give to their children.
Is this
And
like
grandchildren.
crochet?
It's like crochet, but it's a thicker. It's more of a thicker hook type of. I don't want to get into the nuances of crochet versus knitting it with you. I know you're very busy with your crossword, but put these two ideas together: knit shorts, and I think if we fill the topside world with these abominations, I think it would become known as the devil's work.
Well, that sounds very evil.
This is exactly what I was thinking. Knit shorts, how devilish.
Yes, yes, indeed. So it shall be.
I was in first place, coming into the fourth turn, coming in to the finish line. And then I saw the man in knit shorts, caught my eye, distracting me. Horse got spooked by him. My horse, Cleversburg the horse, that's right. Featured to win. No, let me finish. Let me finish my grievance in front of the council of the Kentucky Derby. I was going to win, but a man in knit shorts spooked my horse, and then that's why we went down. I'm finished.
Oh, and now you're finished.
Yeah, now I'm finished. But this is an outrage to the whole Derby.
Well, I tell you what, Hank. We're going to find that man, and we are going to take his skin, and we are going to turn it into a series of small handbags and wallets.
I don't care what you do to that. I want the trophy. I want the Derby trophy. Find the man, turn his skin into a series of small handbags if you like. I am the rightful winner of the Kentucky Derby. There's not supposed to be knit shorts inside the Derby arena, and I came in, my horse got spooked, and that's why we went down.
Well, you seem confused about who the winner is, Hank. The winner is the first person to cross the finish line.
It was supposed to be me, but the knit shorts spooked my horse, Cloversdale the horse.
Well, you'll be happy to know we have a serious plan to find the man and take his skin off his head.
I don't care about his skin. And by the way, what a strange punishment. You know, I mean, that seems like that should be against the law, but I don't care. Do whatever you want to him. But the point is, I was supposed to win. I want the cup. Give me the cup. I'm taking the cup.
Well, even if you take the cup, it's not rightfully yours, so it'll be a hollow victory. I'm taking his skin.
Before I die, I have a confession to make to you, my family.
Go ahead, Dad.
That trophy that has sat on my mantle all these years from
Oh,
winning.
the Kentucky Derby trophy that you won fair and square because you were the best racer?
Of course, I was the first to cross the finish line, but
Yeah, that's classic. That's the classic way that races work, Dad. When you first win across the finish line, you're the winner. That's awesome.
when I had a child at 80 years old, I thought, wow, this will reinvigorate me. But you, my young son, as an old father, have been nothing but you've taken the life right out of me.
Well, I may be young, Dad, but I'm only kind of young, right? In comparison to how old some people are, right? Because sometimes some people are babies, and I'm not a baby, Dad. I'm a little bit older than a baby. I'm like a normal age person. Um, um, um.
Okay. Well, before I pull the plug on these machines that are keeping me alive, I just want to say that it was a hollow victory, and I did not rightfully win the Derby.
Oh, hold on, Dad. Oh, geez. Oh, uh-oh. Let's try and plug that back in. Yeah.
Oh,
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 Dad.
no.
Hey, Dad.
Please, God, don't let the last thing I hear be my son's inane yammering. That is the death of me to begin with.
Oh, Dad, look, they just brought in a banana.
Oh, no, don't you do it. Don't do it. As you know, that's my biggest pet peeve, peeling from the wrong end. Ah.
What's it? Easy. Uh-oh. Nurse? Uh-oh.
Winner of the 1983 Kentucky Derby, Jamison Winstead, died today in St. Mary's Hospital. He wanted his life to end, and he pulled the plug on his own machine. He had one last wish, and it would be that it was not his son who he heard in his final moments. Unfortunately, his son was the only one there in the hospital with him, and he peeled a banana from the wrong end, which seemed to be the demise of his father. In other news, the Kentucky Derby's back this year, and it's better than ever.
Hey, Carl, I'm live on the streets here at the Kentucky Derby, and let me tell you, the fashion is, well, this feels crass, but to die for. There are people in hats, there are people in shoes, and Lord knows I haven't seen any, but I'm looking for them. People in shorts. I'm 3 juleps deep and I'm ready to party. Come on, ponies, get it on. Anyhow, let's go to our first interviewee. Young man, you appear to be a Kentucky Derby genius, is that right?
I am a Kentucky Derby genius. That's exactly right. I come every year. I study it. I have an almanac with all the winners. There's an asterisk next to the 1987 winner, as it was a hollow victory and it was stolen from the council of the Kentucky Derby High Chamber.
Oh, that's a fascinating fact. I have a fact for you.
You
That
have
man just died.
Very strong mint julep breath, sir. For a reporter, I feel like maybe you're not exactly following the rules of being a reporter, and maybe you've had a couple too many, and I don't know, maybe you should give me the microphone and I can do your job.
Oh, why don't you come give us a kiss?
Nope, not gonna do that.
Okay, then. Whatever.
We here at Channel 7 News have to apologize for our reporter, Wilbur Tunston. He was let go earlier today for asking a young boy at the Kentucky Derby to give him a kiss. We apologize that everyone in our viewing audience saw this happen, as it was live on television, and here at Channel 7, we ask for your forgiveness. This will not happen again, and we apologize.
Earlier, at the time of the incident.
Did he just ask that young boy to give him a kiss?
I think he did. I think he asked that young boy to give him a kiss.
Well, I'm gonna go find me that Wilbur. I'm gonna take a little punch to his skull.
Well, I'm going to go sit down and watch the Derby.
Okay, go ahead.
This is a nice smallish handbag. What? I don't believe I've ever seen this type of material before. What is it made of? It's really
That's
beautiful.
made of a short wearer's skin.
A short wearer's skin. Now, what is that? A short wearer, is that some kind of, what kind of animal is that?
It's the type of animal with absolutely no respect for hundreds of years of laws and regulation. It's the type of animal where the punishment fits the crime.
You seem like such a sophisticated man to be selling handbags on the street on a blanket, all laid out so nicely. I'm not sorry, I don't want to take away from your vocation. You seem very nice, but all these little handbags on this blanket here spread out on the street as I walk by, I just feel like this is such an unusual vocation for a man of your stature.
Well, I do happen to be a man who can be quite industrious at times. And I'll have you know that those handbags were all hand sewn from leather, hand tanned by me, myself.
So it is leather.
Of sorts.
You're being very cryptic. Can you just tell me what exactly this is made of?
That's made of human skin from.
Oh God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
You have skin. Why does this bother you?
I mean, it is nice.
It's handcrafted.
From a hand? Where are my yaks? Where are my yaks? If I don't get my yaks back, I'm going to do something that's going to shock everybody. If I don't get my yaks back, I'm going to shock this town of Kalamazoo, Michigan. I'm going to shock it. I'm going to shock it like an electric bolt from Ben Franklin's key and kite apparatus.
The town of Kalamazoo, Michigan was shocked today like a lightning bolt from Ben Franklin's apparatus when a local yak farmer decided that he would go into the town square and knock over our trophy, which was designed by our original founder, Michael Kalamazoo. The trophy, of course, has been a part of Kalamazoo history since our inception in 1804. And people knew that when the trophy fell, the city would erupt into chaos. Very similar to.
So during the report, I'm going to put on pictures of people reacting to the trophy and the statue knocking over. I think it's going to really spice up the news report. Look, Jesse, you are a wonderful reporter, but you have a little bit of a dead face, and I just feel like if we split screened it and we had people reacting to the statue knocking over, I think that would really spice up the news report. I mean, our ratings are way down.
Okay. Well, I would like to say I love the idea, but the idea that I have a bit of a dead face is...
Dead face. Everyone in the office and everyone on our social media channels and everyone at your men's group and everyone at the YMCA, everyone calls you dead face.
No. Clarence, I don't.
Yes. No. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, Jesse.
Clarence.
You're a hell of a reporter. You are one hell of a reporter, but you have a dead face.
Clarence, if I have a dead face, well, that means that everything I've been doing is just a lie. I've thought this whole time that I was telling the story with my face.
Jesse, it's your birthday, and you're 15 today, and I got you something really special for your 15th birthday. You just got your learner's permit for driving, and I got you, check it out.
Oh my gosh. That is such a great gift. I'm so happy to see something so beautiful. Thank you so much, Mom.
Jesse,
I've always wanted to be able to.
What is wrong with your face? I bought you a used Chrysler Sebring. It's a drop top. Okay? Maybe this would be the one thing that would make your face come alive, but you refuse. You refuse, just like your father. You're just like your dead-faced father. I can't do it no more. I can't do it.
I really like the gift, Mom. Please, it's.
Tell your face that.
I'm trying so hard to show true emotion, Mom. But please, it's.
No, Jesse, this is a little unorthodox. But seeing as how it's our 356th date, and we are both clearly madly in love with one another,
Yes.
even though the girl doesn't usually do this, I want to ask you
No,
something.
I don't mind if you open my door.
Excuse me?
I don't mind if you open my door.
Well, I was gonna do more than just open your door, Jesse. Jesse Winterbottom, will you marry me?
Sure.
Sure?
Yes. Yes, I will. This sounds
Your
really.
voice is saying yes, but your face is so incredibly dead.
No, this sounds like an incredible opportunity and experience.
Opportunity? It's not an opportunity, Jesse.
This sounds like very, very good to me, and like an idea of something that would make us both happy.
You know what? If you can't tell the truth with your voice the way you're telling me the truth with your face, then we can't be together.
Please, Penelope Rose. Penelope Rose, my sweet love. Please.
Jesse, your test results are in, and I'm sorry to say that you have.
Doug, can I offer you a juicy fruit?
Yeah, actually, I'm a big fan of juicy fruit. You know, most people, they like their gum flavor to last and last and last, but after about 5 minutes, I'm done chewing gum. My jaw gets tight. It gets all jammed up. I want to get in and get out.
Yeah, like a SEAL team or something.
Exactly like when I think about gum, I think about a SEAL team. Like the gum is the SEAL team, and my mouth is like the cave or the domicile that's invading. This is such a good metaphor, Jesse. Like it really is. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got bad news to tell you. I shouldn't get so excited.
It was probably the juicy fruit. It's my fault.
Thank you for saying that, Jesse. And you know, you did sidetrack me a little bit, and that's okay. That's okay. Because you know what? I give bad news all day long. And it's nice to have somebody come in, you know, who's not hysterical, you know, especially facing what you're facing here. No, sorry, no pun intended. You have.
No, that's a little over the line, Doc.
I'm sorry.
That's a little over the line.
How do you know it's over the line? I haven't even told you what your problem is yet.
No.
Let me just put this on the wall back here.
That's a really nice wallet gum you have.
Thank you. I use it sometimes to hang up the X-rays because they don't stick very well, and the clamper is broken on. Anyway, Jesse, you have nerve damage in your face that disallows it from looking alive. This came from probably when you were thrown out of your go-kart by, I would imagine, because you told me that your dad threw you out of the go-kart when you were 15. And I would imagine that's when the nerve damage happened.
Yeah, that all pretty much.
Whoa! I think I just saw a flicker of expression, little flicker of life come across your face there.
Well, you know what they say. Sometimes just
Knowing the diagnosis is half the issue.
Is that what they say? That's funny because I've been a doctor for 35 years and I never heard knowing the diagnosis is half the issue. But that really rings true to me, Jesse. That really rings true. Can I have another piece of juice fruit?
I'm scared.
It's not juicy and it's not fruit, but it's a good name.
You know, I often thought the same thing.
You did, huh?
Yeah.
I just want to farm yaks. I just want to farm yaks, but you people in Kalamazoo, Michigan want me to. You stole my yaks. You stole them. And now you're going to see something very shocking. Check it out. Check it out, town of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Look at me and all my shockingness.
Oh, hey. Oh, this
Are
guy.
you shocked, sir?
This is not something I expected to see today.
I'm naked in the town square, and I'm gonna push the statue of John Kalamazoo over.
Our founder. That's our founder. If you push that trophy over, there'll be chaos in the street.
Oh, the foundation's moving.
Stop it. You have to stop it. You have to stop it. This is not good. This is shocking.
Oh, we gotta rock it now, Kalamazoo. We gotta rock it now.
I'm sad about this. You have to stop doing this.
For we have traveled far into the Middle West of the Americas. Many of us have died of cholera, some of gangrene, others turned back toward New York and Plymouth Rock. But for those of you, the brave few who remain and have followed me, John Kalamazoo, on this mission, I thank you. For I plant the flag here in the name of the Americas. This is where we will establish our hamlet, and it will be called John.
John?
Yes, Deborah.
I don't love the name John for our hamlet.
I feel like John is a very good town name. It's my name.
Yeah, but there's like 5 Johns in the group, right? So
Yeah, all the more reason it's representative of our group. Okay, let's go around and see who has ideas for what the town should be named. Deborah?
I like whittle stick because I'm holding a stick and I'm whittling it. So we could think that maybe one of the first things that ever happened here was whittling a stick. So I think whittle stick is a great name.
I vote for Birds. Birds the town.
I really think hungry is a good name for a town. I'm hungry right now. And I could name the whole town after that.
I vote for hungry too, because I'm also hungry right now. I want to live in hungry, but not be hungry.
That's 2 votes for hungry. That's better than Whittlestick or John, and only 1 vote for Birds.
Okay, all right. I know I kind of set us on this trajectory here by calling the town hamlet John, and I know that probably wasn't super imaginative, but it seems like you guys, maybe it's because you're hungry and you don't have any food and nourishment in your stomach, but these suggestions are getting worse and worse.
I think we should call it Yak. Because I seen 4 or 5 yaks as we was walking in by the riverhead.
Oh, well, just Yak, the town of Yak.
Yeah, or
Strong. It's got a strong consonant at the end. I like it. Yak.
yak.
All right.
I think yak.
Yak.
Oh,
Yak.
no, I was just emphasizing what you had emphasized.
Well, you do come from the South, and we're very happy to have you here, but it is your accent that's getting a little bit in the way, I would say.
It might be. Well, that reminds me of another time when my accent got in the way. It was a long time ago.
Demons, gather round. It is your Dark Lord. Now, Jason will not be joining us. He has 1,000 Hitlers eating ants out of his you-know-where. Yes, that's right, Damien. Damien the Demon. This is my new best demon right here. And listen to that name. Now, that's a good demon name. Damien the Demon. Kind of has a nice alliterative quality. Almost like a word jumble.
Exactly, and kind of like New York, New York. Right?
This guy is so good. You other demons should take notes. Damien is the man. He's on loan to us. He fell from heaven.
Yeah.
And he came here, and we're lucky to have him. He's got great ideas. He's going to revolutionize the way we make the earth evil.
If I may. So I came from heaven.
The floor is yours.
I came from heaven where I was working on direct blessings.
Oh God! I got to ask you some questions about the big man upstairs, but go ahead.
Sure. And all I wanted to say is that I know I'm qualified here because if I know the opposite, then I can do the opposite, right?
Blessings. You guys see that? You see that? That's real demoning. That's real demoning right there.
So, sometimes you give a person a blessing, you say, hey, look, here's the trip you've been looking for. Here's the family health you've been hoping for. Here's the generational wealth.
Yeah, sucked out of your life.
And now I do the opposite. I say, you know what? Goodbye, health. You know what I'm saying? And we take these things away from the people.
Goodbye.
Right? And you know what? It works well. It works well every time.
Oh, that's great. That's great. God, I never felt this way before about one of my demons. I mean, not since 4,000 years ago, I've had a real demon on my side. Really, somebody who's got great ingenuity and good ideas. Hey, can I ask you a couple questions about the big man upstairs? I'm dying to know a couple things.
Yeah. BMUS, go ahead.
What's he like? Is he, what's he like?
I mean, he's a sweet boy. I mean, what can I tell you? He's all he's cracked up to be. He's kind of the opposite of what's going on down here.
Does he? I get there's a lot of religious people who come through here, a lot of priests, and they all say, oh, God hates you, Satan. God, he thinks you're you're his mortal enemy. And I'm just like, you know what? I mean, I got a job to do. And that doesn't make me feel good. I got feelings. You know what I mean?
And I think I haven't spoken to him directly about it, but I think the big man gets it. I think if you were to just kind of knock off the shenanigans, I think he'd be happy to have it.
I mean, knock off the shenanigans. I mean, this is my whole gig. I'm the Prince of Darkness. What am I supposed to? If I didn't do my evil shenanigans, what would I do? Make knit shorts?
Whoa, wait! I said knock off the evil. I didn't say wrap it up. Okay.
That's true. That was one of our better ideas from the last couple hundred years.
Well, I mean, we saw a man get skinned and turned into a wallet because of it. So yeah, I'd say it worked out pretty well.
That was a chain of evil that just kept on going, right?
Yeah, strong things.
And then the people who bought those handbags, ooh, their lives went right down the old Satan hole.
I mean, you know that's right.
It wasn't pretty.
Well, I would love to pay for this watermelon. Let me just, from my new handbag, take out a nice quarter for you, sir. Here's a quarter for you, sir.
Oh.
Yes, it's yours. Take it.
So such a strange and familiar smell. Is that smell coming from your handbag there?
Yes. Have a smell of my handbag as well.
Oh! I gotta make a quick phone call.
Sure. You know, I used to have a phone in my home, but what happened was it was getting so distracting, right? I would want to go sit down at dinner, and then I would decide, well, you know what, maybe I'll just go make a phone call instead. And so I felt for really the benefit of myself and those around me, I would just get rid of the phone and, you know, be able to focus kind of on the present moment, focus on the pasta, focus on the joy of the people around me. Yeah.
Why are you petting your handbag?
Because it's soft.
Oh, okay.
Why are you sweating profusely?
Well, because the sheriff's on his way right now. I called him to tell him that there was a crazy lady in here who had a dead skin human handbag she was paying me out of.
Oh no. This is going to be trouble.
She went to prison, and that was that. I have tried, Your Honor. I tried to find my yaks. And when I couldn't find them, I realized that the town of Kalamazoo, Michigan had taken them and eaten them. And this drove me so crazy that I had to shock the city of Kalamazoo. And if you know about the origins of Kalamazoo, then you'll know that it was a shocking place the way it was named, the guy who found it. So shockingness runs through the history of this whole region. And I'll remind you that the founder of Kalamazoo, John Kalamazoo, and the whole group of people who eventually settled here, they ended up eating one another. Like they were stranded in the Andes Mountains, except they weren't because they were so hungry.
Right.
So I submit to you as my own lawyer, as my own counsel, that my shocking behavior is in line with the shocking tradition of Kalamazoo, Michigan, and it is a rightful punishment for having my yaks taken from me and eaten as the final yak farmer who has lived in this great land of Michigan.
Well, my boy, it seems that you are in luck to have a judge who is such a historian of this sweet town. And everything you say checks out to a T. It is obvious to me that you, too, have a sweet passion for Kalamazoo.
I do.
As such, I think you will find great enjoyment in staying in one of its most fine penitentiaries for the rest of your life.
I really thought that was going a different way based on the trajectory of your, so in that regard, I am now shocked.